whatever trillion-dollar company overnight because of the advancement that they made in making that chip, which helps forward their agenda, right, of the New World Order, which is to pass that, what you call it, charagma, by using the AI technology to force it upon people. You see? To force it upon people. They ain't just depending on they got soldiers as well, but they also got and this, again, this devil likes to have other people do his dirty work, man. He's not a real warrior. He's not the type that's going to come to you physically where you have a chance to go one-on-one. No, he's going to make sure he got the advantage. So, again, there's no way that we're going to escape this, save through the help from Yahweh Shem Shai. And that's why going back to slavery, what did the slaves sing? Swing down, swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home. You see? Meaning the chariots, they were praying to the Most High to get beamed up by those so-called UFOs because that's the only way. And guess what? With all this technology, you still can't touch the Most High. The Lord's still going to smoke these devils. He's still going to beat them to powder. So that's why you better trust in Yahweh Ba'Shem. I don't trust in this fucking white man. I don't trust in this world, man. Fuck these people in this world, man. That get caught up into this, the U.S. this and you. Man, fuck these people. The Most High gonna make light work of this devil. But it's gonna get hectic, man. And it's gonna get hot. And your faith is gonna be pushed and you're gonna be tested, but you gotta remain faithful, man. Remember Yahweh Shai, alright? So now it says, they covet fields and take them by violence in houses and take them away, so they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
Yeah, I had a conversation with a man talking about the same topic of AI technology, artificial intelligence, etc., etc. Everything getting robotic, and even got crane operators now. The jobs at stake because they got robots now doing our work, right? You know what I mean? So now you do that shot? Yeah, so like it, so I tell you that these things can malfunction, big man. These things can malfunction, right? But we just get a preset here. In fact, you know what? Let me come back. Finish this off. Shalom.
Like a whirlwind, to render his anger fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 47 verse 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. As for our Redeemer, Yahweh Shem Shai is his name, the Holy One of Israel. This world will be met with the angelic force of Yahweh Shem Shai and the host of angels that are riding through the heavens, and what the world ignorantly calls UFOs, which are the chariots of Yahweh Shem Shai, the chariots of Israel, which are coming to deliver the elect and bring destruction to the wicked. Isaiah 31, verse 3. Now the Egyptians are men, and not the Most High, and their horse is flesh, and not spirit. Okay, because the carnal forces of Esau and his military and these world militaries are no match for the celestial angelic forces of Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, this devil is going to find out that he's just nothing but a mortal man. Isaiah 31:3, and now the Egyptians are not the Most High, and their horse is flesh and not spirit. When the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they shall fail together.
Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Bahasham, Kodash. And double honor to my teachers, the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone, who watch over our souls. And shalom to the Yakim worldwide that are sincere and serious doing the will of Yahweh. Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Mochab Kodash. 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 1 and 2 to you all. Stay strong, stay mighty. Yeah, some of the brother, the disciple Koshab Benjamin from the branch in Great Millstone, Barbados. Just one line back off of Elder Manatazak Bar's video. Sorry, Elder Manatazak, Elder Bishop Manatazak video. Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, Isaiah Lanawa. It means help us, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, you know what I mean? And I want to give Esau Edom too much credit. You know, with his weapons he has, the robots, you know what I mean? Artificial intelligence, right? His technology, he can shoot lasers from the sky, he got cameras everywhere, he can listen to your conversation, his smartphones, he could, there's a video he got in this phone here. Your phone could take infrared camera while it off. Lord, when they can put it in, you know what I mean? But when I give Esau Edom too much credit, Psalm 78 verse, let me start at 40. How oft did they provoke him in the wilderness and grieve him in the desert? Yeah, they turned back and tempted the Most High and limited the Holy One of Israel. It has you 2/3, man. You know what I mean? Because we were the ones that the Lord was delivering from Pharaoh. You know, he was in the wilderness and he did much wonders and signs. I ain't getting to it, Lord willing. Try to not make this long. You know what I mean? But a lot of you people out there too, you know, you quote-unquote Americans, you Edomites. You know what I mean? Ishmaelites. I don't want to give Esau Edom too much credit, man. Right? Now, that word limited, right, means to grieve. But, you know, that word limited could also mean you're limiting one's ability to do X, Y, Z, right? Limited means confined within limits. Restricted. Someone restricting the marvelous words that the Lord could do, B. You understand? Psalm 78 and 42. They remember not his hand, nor the day when he delivered them from the enemy. Do you know what the Lord did, big man? The Lord, hey, come on, man. See that I see there? You see that I see there, man? You see that I see there? Just imagine there's dry land here, and you be being chased by enemies coming from across there, huh? And we all know there. Moses, what we could do, Moses? We at the edge of the land there. What we could do, Moses? What we could do? Huh? And what Moses said, let me get that preset here now, man. Let me get that preset. Wait, it says stand back. Stand back and see the salvation. Let me get that here, man. Right? Stand back. And see the salvation. Huh? Exodus 14. Exodus 14 and verse 30. Let me get verse 12, huh? Exodus 14 and verse 12. Let me go to 11. And they said unto Moses, because there were no graves in Egypt, hast thou taken us away to die in the wilderness? That's faithless Israel, boy. And to the spirit, that's 2/3. To the spirit, that's 2/3 that was complaining, boy. Right? Wherefore hast thou dealt thus with us to carry us forth out of Egypt? Where you got left with there? We did good there. We had houses. You know what I mean? We had land. We had food. We remember the garlic. The complaining, right? Is not this the word that we did tell thee in Egypt, saying, let us alone, that we may serve the Egyptians? Big man, I good, you know. I good, big man. Once I got my job, I good. So I know you telling me, but what God, big man? What God can do for me, big man? I good. I good. Serving my master, you know. Right? For it had been better for us to serve the Egyptians than that we should die in the wilderness. Big man, we been out here for? We been out here for? To dead out here? I the good day. My family the good day. Look where you got me now, look. But I know where you going. You know where you going? We walk by faith, not by sight. Sight? And Moses said unto the people, fear ye not, stand still and see the salvation of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, which he will show to you today. For the Egyptians whom ye have seen today, ye shall see them again no more forever. The Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. And the Lord said unto Moses, wherefore criest thou unto me? Speak unto the children of Israel that they go forward. But lift thou up thy rod and stretch out thy hand over the sea and divide it. And the children of Israel shall go on dry ground through the midst of the sea. And I, behold, I will harden the hearts of the Egyptians, and they shall follow them. And they will get me honor upon Pharaoh and upon all his hosts, upon his chariots and upon his horsemen. And the Egyptians shall know that I, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, when I have gotten me honor upon Pharaoh, upon his chariots, and upon his horsemen. And the angel of the Most High, which went before the camp of Israel, removed and went behind them, and the pillar of the cloud went from before their face and stood behind them. That's a huge chariot, big man. And it came between the camp of the Egyptians and the camp of Israel, and there was a cloud, and darkness to them, but it gave light by night to these, so that the one came not near the other all the night. Man, come on, man. Come on, B. And Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and the Lord caused the sea to go up by a strong east wind all that night, and made the sea dry land, and the waters were divided. And the children of Israel went into the midst of the sea upon the dry ground, and the waters were a wall unto them on their right hand and on their left. So imagine, big man, we at the edge of that sea there. We at the edge of the land there. And the horsemen coming. Make Pharaoh coming, man. Here Pharaoh coming with the horsemen, big man. And Moses just saw look and struck the sea, and the waters were divided, big man. So imagine the sea there. One side, the left side, the sea get divided. One side, the sea on the left, and the sea on the right. And we walk on dry ground, big man. We walk in between the sea wall high. You can imagine that sight, big man. The sea as high as the clouds all there, big man. Look, boom. Past the height of these trees here, big man. And we walk through that dry ground to safety, brother. And the Egyptians pursued and went in after them to the midst of the sea, even all Pharaoh's horses, his chariots, and his horsemen. And it came to pass that in the morning watch the Lord looked unto the host of the Egyptians through the pillar of fire. Don't forget the chariot too, you know, the huge chariot was at the top there too, big man. The huge pillar of cloud, the huge chariot. Not the one that Esau created, so-called UFO crash landing. We talking about the real one from Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, man, was there too, you know. And the cloud, and of the cloud, and troubled the host of the Egyptians. So even the chariots, big man, was so you had the sea divided. One side was part of the sea, the other side was part of the sea, and you still had the chariot fighting for me, big man. And took off their chariot wheels, that they drave them heavily. So that the Egyptians said, let us flee from the face of Israel, for the Lord fighteth for them against the Egyptians. Come on, man. Come on, man. What are you telling me, big man? So let me go back here, man. Psalm 78 and 42. They remember not his hand, nor the day when he delivered them from the enemy. When Romans 15 and 4 says, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope, big man. Come on, man. Psalms 106 and 7. Our fathers understood not thy wonders in Egypt. They remember not the multitude of thy mercies, but provoked him at the sea, even at the Red Sea. Nevertheless, he saved them for his name's sake, that he might make his mighty power to be known. He rebuked the Red Sea also, and it was dried up. So he led them through the depths as through the wilderness. Man, come on, man. And he saved them from the hand of him that hated them, and redeemed them from the hand of the enemy. Jesus, bread boy. Exodus 14 and 30. Thus the Lord saved Israel that day out of the hand of the Egyptians, and Israel saw the Egyptians dead upon the seashore. And Israel saw that great work which Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh did upon the Egyptians, because Yahweh was there too, you know. The spiritual rock that followed them, and that rock was Yahweh Shai, 1 Corinthians 11:18. I can't remember, right? And the people feared the Lord and believed the Lord and his servant Moses. So that's when they know a prophet had been among them. That's when they acknowledge, hey, the Heavenly Father and his Son and his men, big man. When they got acknowledged, Psalm 78:43. How he had wrought his signs in Egypt, and his wonders in the field of Zoan. And he turned their rivers into blood, and their floods that they could not drink. He sent diverse sorts of flies among them, which devoured them, and frogs which destroyed them. He gave also their increase unto the caterpillar, and their labor unto the locust. He destroyed their vines with hail, and their sycamore trees with frost. Hey man, come on, man. What more would I want, When I'm limiting the power of the Heavenly Father, big man. He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath, and indignation, and trouble, by sending evil angels among them. So he divided the sea. They walked through the sea. We had the chariots there. You know what I mean? He turned the rivers into blood, and then he sent evil angels among them. We think how much this modern day Egypt, big man? The Lord is going to plague this modern day Egypt. Don't care how much technology Esau Edom got. With the scripture, see, let me end with he went forth conquering and to conquer. But the another one that they're trying to remember.
Army, the military might. Heavenly Father's gonna give us power over lightning, over fire. No bullet, no tank is gonna be able to penetrate the sons of God. It is over for these heathens. Alright, pursuant to wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5. But the righteous live forevermore, 5 and 15. Their reward is also with the Lord, and the care of them is with the Most High. Therefore shall he receive a glorious kingdom and a beautiful crown from the Lord's hand. But with his right hand shall he cover them, and with his arm shall he protect them. He shall take to him his jealousy for a complete armor. Okay? And make his preacher his weapon for the revenge of his enemies. The Most High is going to turn his into his super.
Hey, that's plenty, B.
Weapons.
So let me get
these Edomites, these Chinese, these Japanese, these Arabs, all you nations, man. You're gonna get it. You're gonna bow down.
Revelation 17. No, I'm sorry, Revelation Revelation 19 and verse 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. And in righteousness he doth judge and make war. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. We coming to take down this whole kingdom, big man. And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of the Most High. And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. So you Lord got armies that can fight for me, big man. We Lord, what your legend said, what's that one, boy? They that be with us. Wait a minute, man. They that be with us are more than they that be with them. 2 Kings 6 and verse 2 Kings 6 and 15. And when the servant of the man of the Most High was risen early and gone forth, behold, an army, because that was the word host mean, and host, an army come past the city, both with horses and chariots. And his servant said unto him, Alas, my master, how shall we do? So imagine, boy, God, man, yo, big, look, yo, what we can do? All them men there, look at our army. Remember, we forget 300. Wanna forget 300? When those who lack, I forget how it goes, boy. Right? I forget how it goes, boy. 300 men defeated that army, big man. But anyhow, let me continue. Alas, my master, how shall we do? And he answered, Fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them. And Elisha prayed and said, Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh, shall I pray thee, meaning I beg thee. Open his eye, because the word pray means to beg. Open thine eyes, that he may see. And Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh, shall open the eyes of the young man, because believe it or not, angels right here as we speak. Where you is right now, there's an angel right there, big man. You ever hear the story coming out? They got the bandage upon your left shoulder and the bandage upon your right shoulder. Big man, that be real though. Angels, Psalms 34 verse 7. The angels are round about them that fear him and delivereth them, big man. It says, and the Lord opened his eyes of the young man, and he saw, and behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elisha. So you had the angels in the UFO, quote unquote UFOs surrounding even them. Huh? Come on, man. Come on, B. Come on, man. So if you lot of open eyes and you see an angel right now, big man, I talking about like you would go crazy, B. It's right. But the day, B. So during the time of Jacob's trouble when Esau unleashed, because Revelation 12 and 12 says, Rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. So Esau ain't get unleashed all the fire, man, all the technology. And we can need divine intervention, and it will happen, be. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee. That what the Lord said. So back in Revelation 19 short and 14, and the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. So you got armies there ready and willing to defend 2/3, to defend the elect of the nation of Israel. That's Satan. Let me read that. Let me repeat that. You got the armies which are in heaven followed him, Yahweh Shai, upon white horses. Horse is symbolic for power. White is symbolic for being pure, right? Coming in pure power and glory to defend the elect, be. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my God. You see? Yeah, B, so we can be good. We can be good, B. Just wanna put the more sign in a box, man. When I want to put Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai in a box, be. Lord ain't in a box, big man. It's like Psalm 78 and verse 50, he made a way to his anger, he spared not their soul from death, but gave their life over to the pestilence, and smote all the firstborn in Egypt, the chief of their strength, in the tabernacles of Ham, but made his own people to go forth like sheep, and guided them in the wilderness like a flock. And he led them on safely, so that they feared not, but the sea overwhelmed their enemies. So the waters came back in and drowned Pharaoh, big man. Anyhow, I mean, we're not gonna know. You know what I mean? Right? We're not gonna know, boy. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai can defend us, big man. He can defend us. You know what I mean? He can defend us. See? Right? Either you believe or you don't. And the scripture says in Hebrews 11, Hebrews 11. Let me end with our precept, man. Let me end with our precept. The Lord, they want me to misquote it. You want me to bring it out? So you can bring it out, man. Hebrews 11. And verse 6. But without faith it is impossible to please him, for he that cometh to the Most High, how you come to your Lord? By prayer, by supplication, by reading. You know what I mean? For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, that's the Lord name right there, Yahweh, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Plain. God Halal, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Mukha Kodash. Double honor to my teachers, the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone. And shalom to the Yakim worldwide that are sincere and serious doing the will of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Mukha Kodash. Shalom.